What's up? It's your boy YungManny, and I just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard. You did?
Shut up. Come on.
All right, y'all. So we got the coolest with us off the porch today, YungManny. How you feeling?
Feeling blessed as always. You know, chilling. Life's good.
Now, you've been having a lot going on. Like, you just dropped your visual BSU. We're going to talk about that a little later because I got to go over the sample that you used.
Yeah.
But how's everything feeling with, like, the success, your
Man,
journey?
It's feeling great. It's what we work for, you know. I'm blessed to, you know, to have my dreams and vision, you know, translate to actual reality, you know, because everybody's don't. You know, so I'm just blessed for the opportunity and, you know, taking it day at a time, you know. Just grateful for everything, for real.
And now, just to clarify for the people, you are 18. Like, you 18.
I'm 18. Put it out there.
We put it out there. So was it like a little controversy with your age or something like that?
Yeah, man. People always think I'm lying or whatnot, you know. People tell me I'm a little mature for my age and whatnot. I like that compliment a little bit, but you know, people be like, damn, you've been saying you such and such for 6 years now, but yeah, I'm 18 for real.
Right, tell them it ain't none of their business. Like, now, getting into your background, I know that you're from PG County.
Yeah.
So give us a little insight on the culture there and what it was like for you growing up.
Shit, that's a whole lot of black excellence, I'll tell you that. It's full with, you know, athletes, entertainers, you know, just artists of all genres, you know, a lot of actors from there, Martin, you know, Taraji. You know, it's just a beautiful place to be from, you know. A lot of people that ain't from Maryland don't really know what Maryland is, but it's a cool little place. I'm proud to be from there, you know, rapping DMV shit, yeah.
Right. So how would you describe the music scene out there right now?
You know, it's funny, our state, like Animal is a crab. You know, people always say the DMV is a real crab in a barrel, you know, place, because it's not like Atlanta. People want to help each other get out. It's a lot of beef. There's beef everywhere, but it's been hard for people to break through, you know, that door, you know, of really being established. It's not too many that done it from our area. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, was it hard for you to like really break through the city? Or I wouldn't say so much break through the city, but more so outside the city.
Hindsight, you know, I thought it was hard, but I kind of got in the door real quick, you know. It kind of clicked because I was doing everything with intention. So, you know, I'm not where I want to be, you know. Where I want to be is extremely farther than, you know, where I'm at now. But I got decades to go, you know. But I think I'm at a great position right now.
Right, and you've been at this for a decade.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know you were rapping for so damn long.
I'm like a decade in.
Damn.
I'm 18, you feel me? So,
right.
got a whole long way to go. Shit, I'm gonna retire when I'm like 30. It'll be like 25 years in.
You wanna retire at 30? You know what,
Shit,
everybody be saying they wanna retire, but they really come back in the game.
Everybody ain't me, B. Everybody ain't me. We gonna see. We'll see when we get there.
Ooh, so what would you wanna do, like, once you retired?
Act, make other people stars. You know, I like sharing gems and knowledge that I've gained, because knowledge is essentially power, you know. I've had some fucked up OGs, but I've also had some real good big homies, you know, that have helped me along, you know, this journey and made my life 10 times easier than it could have been without them, you know. So I just want to be that person for somebody else, you know, help them get to the bag a little quicker, you know.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I do know that you have a heavy church background.
Yeah.
So how would you say, like, you know, growing up in the church really played a part with you and just your music in general?
It just gave me a higher, you know, level of sense of awareness, you know, and just, it gave me a real big conscience, like, you know, You know how in like kids movies they have like the left side of the shoulder and the right side, one side telling them do good, one side telling them do bad. That good conscience, always there for me, even when I'm doing my we all human, we all do our things, but I just always got a voice in the back of my head just reminding me to, just do smart things, and not be at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Now, when it comes to musically, when you grow up in the church, that's like the cheat code.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's the cheat code.
I was forced to learn how to play the piano because my dad wasn't trying, pay anybody to play the piano in church and shit. So he made me learn how to play the piano, forced me, and I hated that shit, but it ultimately made me 10 steps ahead of niggas, when I got in the studio. I know shit that a lot of niggas don't know, so everything happened for a reason. I live by that. Yeah.
So outside of that, what would you say were some things that you were into growing up?
Shit, sports heavy, soccer and football. Yeah, I was really a sports guy, real sports kind of guy. And I want to say school, but I was just a naturally smart kid. So that was it for soccer, football, and school. Yeah.
So I did see that you were like really heavy into soccer.
Yeah.
Were you even did you ever think about wanting to play soccer in college?
Fuck yeah. That was my way out for real. Like
really?
I was really good, like really, really good. Like niggas knew me around, by my number on my back and my jersey, it was on the front. So I thought that was gonna be my way out. I thought I was gonna be in the World Cup scoring goals, in Europe playing soccer, but hey, shit, it ain't over yet. I can still do it.
No, for real.
I just gotta get in shape. I can still do it. But
now
yeah.
I do know that you graduated high school early due to your academics. So I do want to ask you what was your favorite subject?
None.
None of them?
None of them.
But which subject were you really cold at?
I wasn't good at math.
No, yeah, I sucked at math.
Let's see.
It's giving history.
On God, I was about to say that. On God, I was about to say it. Because it's I don't like writing essays. I don't like math. But history was cool, just learning about the past and using other people's, seeing what other people achieved a long time ago, help you, give you a light to see what you could achieve in the future and shit.
So I'm finna put you on the spot a little bit.
What's up? Talk to me.
So what is something that you learned in school that you see people still haven't grasped now that they're older?
Like they haven't?
Yes, or they wouldn't even know about.
That I learned in school? That's a hard question. I don't know. What did school teach me that? So you're saying, what did school teach me that other people haven't grasped that I got a good
that you
knowledge
know
about?
You taking us to, we having a quick class right now.
Well, I'll say one thing I was good at, I hated it, but my teachers, especially now in college, they be complimenting my writing, and I think that's a attribute to my music and whatnot. They say I have a way of putting words together that other kids just don't know how to really make things interesting and just robot write things that it just don't be making sense. They say my writings have a lot of substance, basically. Basically, that's what I'm saying.
It's really hard for a college professor to tell you that your writing is good.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they be tuning me, giving me the praise, especially because I'm doing my thing and whatnot.
Wow, I love that so much. And you're in college right now.
Yeah.
How the hell are you balancing college and pursuing your full-time music career?
Player do what a player do,
Has it ever got a little overwhelming sometimes?
Ever. It's every day. Every day is overwhelming.
Really? How do you keep that sanity for yourself?
Who said I'm saying? It's nah. It's nah, I'm playing. But, it's a balance. You just got to know that everybody else is going through the same thing that you are, Nobody perfect. Everybody is struggling, juggling all these balls and catching them at the same time. So I just feel like it's a test to, my my will, and if I can do this, you know, and do this, what else, like, can I not do? You know, I can be a man of many colors, you know?
Right. So I guess I would ask you, like, why are you still in school? Because, you know, some people, I wouldn't even say some people, but at the height of your career and the way that it's going, you know, it'll kind of be like, I think I'm cool on school right now. But you haven't let the hype take you out of school.
Cause it's like, niggas that don't be going, it's like, a lot of the times they really don't be doing shit. They just be on the block just smoking all day. And it's like, if I go to school for 4 years and come back, these same niggas is still gonna be on the block smoking. So it's like, I might as well just get it out the way while, you know, instead of sitting home doing nothing. And it's like,
Right.
I won't lie, you know, my folks is a big reason, you know, stressing the importance of just having that piece of paper that nobody can take away from you, and, you know, that testament to your knowledge and whatnot. So that's really the reason.
I love that. Now let's get into the rap journey.
Yeah.
So you started experiencing with music at 12 years old.
Yeah.
Talk to us about that.
Man, that shit was an accident, I always say, you know, but I guess nothing is really an accident in this world. I didn't ever want to be a rapper. I was never one of them kids like 5 years old, holding the microphones at parties. I wasn't doing none of that shit, you know. I made a gospel rap once when I was like a 10, but I just landed here, you know. God do what he do.
Right, and I know you wanted to be on the rap game as well, so talk to us about that.
Shit, that was what I, you know, was planning and preparing for. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't really want to make songs. I just wanted to be on the rap game. As funny as it sounds, I just wanted to be on TV.
So you was really prepping yourselves to be on the rap game.
Yeah, Jermaine Dupri wild this shit. But shit, maybe I don't want to be on So Def, you know. And maybe
Oh
that's
my
not what I'm going to
gosh.
be on right now, you know.
Now you went a long time without cussing in your raps.
Yeah.
So just tell us the background story behind that.
My sister found my raps one time and I was wilding, saying a whole bunch of wild shit. When I was like 11, 12, I got in trouble. She took my phone. And then I wanted to keep rapping and shit, so I had to figure a way how to finagle my nigga. A lot of people thought I was doing it like creatively, and I was just not trying to get in trouble and shit. But people ended up like noticing me for the not having curse words and not having profanity in my song. So it was a kind of little YungManny thing to not curse. It was cool for the time being, you know.
So like, okay, just going back to when your sister found your rap. So she showed them to your parents?
Nah, but I thought she was. Like, she was on some big rah-rah shit. Like, I don't know, she just liked to flex her authority on me. All my sisters be acting like my mom and shit.
Right.
You know, but it's the funny a testament. I be telling her, like, you almost stopped my, you know, my glow. You almost ended this rap career prematurely and shit. You wanna have all these fucking designer slides and all this drip that I bought you if you stop my shit, you know?
Right. So what your parents were like, absolutely not. Like, what is this?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. When they first heard me rap, they was kinda like praising me and whatnot, but they didn't think it was like no serious shit. They just thought I was doing it and it ended up getting fucking serious, so. Yeah.
Now, when did you officially start letting the F-bombs, all that loose?
Shit, I don't know. One day, I think I was just like, fuck it. I can't do this shit no more, man. They limited my vocabulary. I can't say all these fucking words and shit. But, you know, I still feel like my music ain't.
It's
know,
not, no, it's really
just,
not. It's in moderation.
Yeah, you know, I do be cussing a lot though. But fuck it.
Right? So I do want to talk about how you were like sneaking and rapping without your parents actually knowing until you took a trip to the beauty supply and some stuff happened.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was one day I just went to the beauty supply store. I heard some shit about rapping. on the radio, got on the radio and I was rapping, and they heard that shit coincidentally and whatnot. But you know, they just real strict Nigerian parents, it's African parents shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, the rapper is not necessarily the thing you want to tell them you want to be, you know. Don't really seem like a plan A, more of a plan B or a hobby, you know, but just gotta show them how serious it can get. And that's up to me to prove them and show them, not just tell them.
Right.
You know? So that's how that shit was when I was younger, but now they know what's up for real.
So how were you able to even get on the radio?
There was a little competition. It was like upload freestyles and tag the radio station for a chance to be submitted. And it was like 5 of us that got chose. Then we had to come up on the radio, freestyle. And then whoever won that got the opportunity to do such and such. It was like open up for a little show and whatnot. But that's how that shit came about.
And when you initially like submitted in your stuff, were you kind of just like, we just gonna try it out? Or did you just know that you was gonna be on the radio?
Well, it was like, the prize was to open up for the rap game tour, the show that I was trying to be on.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It just was coincidental. Like I went to the beauty supply store and I heard that on the radio and shit. So once I heard that, I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta be on the radio, gotta rap freestyle so I could hoot through the hoop die, get on the show and talk to the people from the rap game and yeah, work my magic. But that shit didn't happen.
Now, I know I've been saying rapper and like rap, but you actually don't consider yourself as a rapper, you consider yourself as an artist.
Correct.
So talk to us about your perspective on why you choose to be known in that manner.
I just feel like rapper, the word rap is limiting my versatility and how, you know, well-versed I really am. You know, I sing. You know, I could take it back with the culture, do my Afrobeat swag. I can do pop music. I could do elevator music. I can do H&M music. You know, I could do all of that shit, and I could give you that rap shit too. So I don't really like being limited as a, you know, rapper and having stereotypes placed on me. You know, so that's just why I feel that way.
I definitely feel that. So you think you're gonna give us like a little Afrobeats album soon?
In due time. In due time, when the people are ready. I might just drop it on them. I don't think there's ever a time where people are ready. Sometimes you just gotta make them ready.
No, if you hit us, I ain't gonna lie, it would be cold if it came as a surprise and you just pow.
Yeah, I got
Drop
you, don't
it.
worry. I promise, I got you.
Now, with you having success at a very early age, what was it like and what were some things that it came with?
Money, lessons, a lot of fake people, a lot of relationships you learn from. But it's just a whole lot of growth, to say the least, you know? A whole lot of growing up earlier than I would have had to, but I'm blessed for it, you know? I take things as lessons rather than losses, and now I know, right? And instead of me being in the worst position where shit could really fuck up,
Right.
you know, when I learned, you know? I'd rather you do it when I have 10 than when I have 1,000,000, you know, and learn from it. So basically just a whole lot of learning.
Yeah.
You know, just learning about people, you know, intentions, just different shit.
What would you say was like a really major lesson that you learned about people?
People have ulterior motives, you know? Just to use discernment a lot, you know, when choosing people. A lot of people want to be around things for certain reasons to benefit them and whatnot. You know, that's the name of the game. That's who I am. I'm in that position, you know. That's what God blessed me with, you know. There's pros and there's cons and, you know, shit to the success and whatnot. So, yeah, that's what it is, you know. People be having ulterior motives. Just be watching out for that shit. I don't like that disloyal shit.
This discernment is one of the most, I would say, I don't even want to say underrated, but people don't understand the importance of having discernment. Like, if you had that, that's another cheat code. Like, if you got that, there's literally nothing Ooh,
man.
it's a powerful thing to have.
That's that gut feeling. That's that God-given intuition, you know? Gotta know when to leave places, man. That shit get niggas killed, you know? Niggas be staying too long at the wrong places, going to the wrong parties, going to the wrong spot, fucking with the wrong people, you know? Having intercourse with the wrong women, you know, that be on shit, trying to set her up, you know, a whole lot of shit. You know, gotta have that discernment.
And I feel like that's why it's important for people to not get so lost in the hype, because that's when you start lacking like your intuition, just the discernment, and everything else that's going on around you for real.
Yeah. That's why I be trying to have that, like I said, the left side of my shoulder always, you know?
Right.
Watching me, watching over my moves, making sure I ain't getting too lost. It's easy to get lost in this shit, you know? It's a whole lot of flashing lights and paparazzi.
Yeah. Now we got to talk about Moana, because if I'm not mistaken, was that like the one that really kind of stamped you in a sense?
Yeah, I say that's my first like big one, catapulting me to, you know, fame. I got way bigger songs now, like I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Maybe like a year ago, Moana might have been at the top of the streams, but now it's like, it's a couple.
You got
since
some,
then.
yeah, you got some
Oh,
ones.
glory
on
to
you.
God, though. But nah, yeah, Moana was that first one that, you know, took me there, you know, in my neighborhood. I ain't had shit. I was broke as hell back then.
Really?
Real broke.
You know, I saw the visual, and y'all was just kicking it, like, with the
Yeah.
concept.
We was in a tent at the backyard of my friend's house and just thugging it out with the guys, you know? Chill shit. Real young kid shit.
Now, did you think that that song would do what it did when you recorded it?
Nah, I actually wasn't focusing on it. I liked the song and whatnot, but I had another song that I, you know, was focused on, and I thought that was the one. That
What
ended
was
up.
that song?
It's called Heal Me. It's from my boy Tim Van Leet.
Uh-huh.
That was the one I was trying to push everywhere, sending it to everybody and whatnot. But number 2, you know, was the one that people cared about and ended up liking. And that's just how shit be in life, you know? Shit you plan for don't always be how it is. And blessings come from the unexpected things. That
is very, very much so true. So when did you notice that that song was taking off for you?
Shit, I opened my phone one day, my shit was ringing like shit. And I ain't had no hoes, so I knew it was something, you know. I went on Twitter, you know, endless notifications and shit. People really just, a lot of people, was different responses. People was laughing, people was doing this, but I think all publicity is good publicity at the end of the day, you know. And now we here.
Right. So after you dropped that, you know, you kept your momentum going as far as your drops, your visuals, just the whole thing all around. So how did you keep that up and not get too comfortable in the success of your first hit?
Shit, cause where I'm trying to be is so much farther than what people see. And I mean, this shit look good from afar. This shit is good up close too, you know, but man, I'm nowhere near where I'm trying to be, man. I'm trying to have motherfuckers crying and fainting when they see me and shit. Real shit, I ain't gonna lie to you. But off the art, not off no, you know, cocky shit or whatnot. I just want my art to move people that much.
Right.
You know? But we gonna get there.
You will. You on your way there now.
Yeah. Amen to that.
Now, what advice would you give to upcoming artists who may be getting a little comfortable right now?
Shit, it's a nigga like me that want it all, B. So you better get off your ass, B. I'm gonna take your food, B. You don't want me to take your food, B, because I'm hungry. I'm real hungry, nigga. The fuck up, nigga. Go record. Go do something, nigga, because I'm coming.
Now, if I'm not mistaken as well, you started catching buzz like pre-pandemic.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So when the pandemic hit, did it affect you at all?
Yeah, this shit stopped shows and whatnot like it did for everybody. Not too much mentally, but I say like, hell yeah, shows stopped. So I couldn't really have the reach with my, you know, supporters that you know, bought hard tickets and wanted to see me up close. So that was a bummer and whatnot. But now we back. You know,
Right.
now I'm back flying, you know, state to state, doing shows at all the universities, HBCUs, rocking out. So yeah, we back.
Right.
Yeah.
So when did you realize your buzz was outside of the city?
I had shows in different places. Like I went to New York, niggas would know it, you know. It would be like a couple people in every city I go to that would be able to recognize me, not everybody. But I ain't gonna lie, now when I'm going places, niggas be staring. You know, niggas be staring. I mean, seem like that face getting a little more noticeable. I'm liking it, you know, but yeah, that's when I know. I think I went to New York my first time, and niggas was dancing to the song, they knew it and whatnot.
Now, your music is filled with hella energy. So I'm very curious to see, like, what do your studio sessions look like?
Nobody in there but me. You know, now I record myself. So,
Oh, you record yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know how I like to sound the best, you know, better than anybody else knows how I want to sound. You know, so it just make the job a little easier, you know, knowing what you want in life. A man who knows who he wants, a man who knows what he wants is a dangerous man, you know?
Right.
So, yeah.
So what's the biggest risk that you felt you've taken with your career?
I don't really look at none of it as a risk. I mean, I guess I say I stopped everything and focused on it, you know? This is my all. I don't got no job. I'm not looking for no job. Never applied to a job, and I'm not looking forward to, you know? So just me going all in is, I guess, the only risk. It's not really a risk to me because I'm doing what I like to do, you know? And by the grace of God, I ain't really never get to a point where I was hungry for money and doing all this shit, weird shit before I had to, you know, rap. You know, I kind of just wanted to rap and the blessings came with it, you know? So I'm grateful. There ain't really no risk with this shit, you know?
Now,
only reward, no risk.
You got faith. You heavy on the faith.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, when do you feel you make your best music?
You said where?
When do you feel you make your best music?
That shit, I can't put a time on it. This is when I'm feeling good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not one of them niggas that record 10 songs in the night. Like, you're not gonna hear no artist giving no interview talk about something. Yeah, that nigga Manny, knock out a song in 10 seconds, nigga. That is not me, you feel me? I have days where I record and weeks where I don't, you know? But it's quality over quantity to me. Although you gotta be consistent and whatnot, I think the fact that I'm, you know, real big on quality just, you know, help me not have to put out too much shit and whatnot. What was your question to that? I want to make sure I answered it again.
You did. When do you
Okay.
feel you make your best music?
Oh yeah. So it just be when I feel good for real, not a specific time.
Which leads me to ask you, where do you draw your inspiration from? Because your samples.
Shit would be real spontaneous, you know. I just hear something, get an idea. Man, I was watching BMF. My man was like, man, you need to make this into a song. And then we got You Can't Stop the Rain, you know, and just little shit like that.
Speaking of You Can't Stop the Rain, like, I really want to know the story. I know you said you was watching BMF, but when you heard it, did your ears just instantly, like, click? Like, oh, my God.
Nah, it was funny to me, but nothing clicked. My man was just like, you need to be the first one to do it. You know, everything's from a business perspective, you know. We just always trying to think of the next move and how to, you know, what looks like entertainment to people and just fun, be real calculated shit. So he was just trying to help me, you know. He was like, man, you need to do this, motherfucker. I told the producer, I was like, yeah, you need to make a beat with that sample. Luckily, he already had one, so he sent it that night. I recorded it that night, shot the video the next day, got on TikTok, was dancing, and yeah.
Oh, so you put it on TikTok yourself and you just...
Hell yeah, I put that shit on TikTok.
Damn, now. I do want you to talk about like the influence that TikTok is having with artists and their success right now.
Shit help a lot of artists. I won't lie. TikTok is, you know, giving me a new fan base of people. All the big hits today be coming from TikTok, I guess. Well, a lot of them, you know. Should be circulating in the streets, but you know, a lot of people then got big off of TikTok and expanded their, you know, support group or support base and whatnot. But TikTok really be helping motherfuckers. It's a new, real innovative app. You know, I think it's the new wave and shit.
Right. Now, when you put You Can't Stop the Rain and you shared it with us, how long did it take for that song to actually start taking off?
Not long, probably like that day, the next day.
For real?
I was making a whole bunch of funny ass TikToks and shit. That shit was catching. Everybody was telling me I was all over that little For You page and shit. She caught quick. Yeah.
So at that moment, would you say you was like, oh shit, this shit getting serious?
Nah, it's never really like that. I guess it's always kind of surreal. Well, it never really clicks to me. Like a hit don't really feel too much different than a song that didn't hit to me. To the people it do, you know, the response it do, but man, I'm trying to keep hitting. I'm not trying to be no one hit wonder. I'm trying to be consistent and find out when the next one coming, cause as soon as I make it, that shit over with, you know. Motherfuckers chew shit and spit it out in 3 days, you know. So I'm always on to the next shit.
And now we got Clap For 'Em with Flo, Milli, and Sada Baby. How did that dynamic even come about with y'all three?
Flo, my dog, we real close. We known each other for like a good three years now. So I just thought she would sound really good on it. Sada Baby, I hadn't met him prior to that. I liked what he was doing. I just liked the sound. And then our folks connected us, and when I got the song over to him, he sent that bitch back real quick. And then we shot the video, and then rest was history. That's my biggest song to date. It's weird, cause you know, it ain't a song I listen to all the time, but
Really?
yeah, you know, it's a twerking song a little bit. So
Well, yeah.
it ain't in my daily playlist, but that bitch go.
The video is crazy. I was watching it, I was like, oh my God. So I was curious to know how y'all's chemistry, like all three of y'all's chemistry were when you guys were on set creating the video.
Flo, that was my first time shooting with Flo. You know, Flo be having all the fucking stylish change. She got the whole rack full of clothes, you know, got the makeup artist, you know. They gotta treat a star like a star, so, you know, they treating her like the queen on set. Sada Baby, we didn't shoot Flo and Sada Baby on the same day. We shot with Sada Baby up in Detroit and shit, so that was cool, meeting him and shit, whatnot. So that's how that shit came about. It was separate. Me and Flo did it, and then me and Sada.
And now we got BSU. We gotta talk about the sample you used, because you sampled Trick Daddy Shut Up.
Yeah, shut up.
So what was the inspiration behind that?
Shit, my folks played the beat. I was like, man, it's cool or whatnot, but I wasn't really fucking with it. It was like, this young nigga don't even know what that is, and you know, they put me on game. Yeah, I didn't know what that shit was before, so they put me on game, and you know, like I said, a player do what a player do. Ain't nothing new in this world, so it's all about, you know, repetition. People like sounds they've heard before, you know, that creates hits, you know. Samples be hits a lot of the times. That's why Kanye, a real big artist, you know. You did a real big thing in the game style with the, like, production with Jay-Z and shit, like all them samples he was doing back in the day. That shit is real innovative shit.
Love it. And then BSU, what does that stand for?
Bitch, shut up. You know, plain and simple. Yeah.
Now you are dropping a new project soon, so talk to us about that.
Shit, MikalaTV on the way. That's my last name. So, self-explanatory, that album is me. This album is my first project in like 2-3 years, you know, so it's a lot of growth on there. I think people gonna be real excited to hear a lot of great music, a lot of the versatility I was talking to you about earlier. Whatnot. That shit on the way real soon, less than 2 months. Might be more than a month, it might be a month now on the dot. Somewhere around there, but it's coming soon. Real soon. Before you know it, it'll be here.
What are the vibes that we can expect on this project?
Shit, a whole lot of that. A whole lot of that hard shit, that drill shit, that glow shit, that big murder man shit. Whole lot of singing shit, emotional shit for when you in your room by yourself and you know, being yourself. Everybody want to take that, you know, have that gangster coat on, but when they get behind closed doors, a lot of niggas like to, you know, get in their jam and sing, you know, sing in the shower a little bit. So I got something for them. You know, I got this shit for the ladies. Got to have it for the ladies. You know, I love my women. You know, so whole lot of different vibes on there.
You gonna throw some little old school 90s R&B up in there?
Yeah, you know, got some samples in there.
Period.
A lot of familiar voices in the backgrounds and shit like that. Whole lot of features, big features. You know, fat shit on the way, you know?
Have you picked out the title for it?
Yeah, Okalawan. It's my last name. Yeah.
Okay, we ready for that.
Yeah.
I'm sure you can't tell us when it's gonna actually drop.
Yeah, it's coming real soon, like a month.
A month?
Yeah.
Okay, we gonna be on the lookout for that then.
Gotcha.
Now, before we wrap up, do you have any last words or shout outs?
Shout out my mother, shout out my father. Y'all raised the real nigga. That's about it. Gang.
Shut up. Come on. They say, just shut up. Come on.